Apple is already revving its engines for its next major iPhone reveal. And although the iPhone 16 Pro Max is still fresh in the minds and hands of fans, the iPhone 17 Pro Max is already turning heads with some jaw-dropping rumors and next-gen leaks. At Technology Review, we've dived deep into what's bubbling behind the scenes. And trust us, you'll want to stick around for this. Let's break it all down and see what might make the iPhone 17 Pro Max the biggest iPhone shift since the notch was born. Brain smarter, stronger, sleeker, the 2025 Apple flagship. Apple has always been strategic with their design language, refined yet familiar. The iPhone 16 Pro Max was a solid upgrade over its predecessor with a 6.9-inch display, a jump in camera performance, and a strong titanium build. But now, the iPhone 17 Pro Max is rumored to change the game with fresh materials, revamped internals, and AI-powered muscle. Fire design flip, horizontal cameras. Forget triangular camera bumps. Apple may finally be ditching the diagonal camera setup it's been clinging to for years. Multiple leaks point toward a horizontal camera strip that spans the width of the iPhone's back, giving it a modern, pixel-like silhouette. If true, this will be a massive aesthetic shift that instantly sets the 17 Pro Max apart. Another possibility, a hybrid design. Some renders show an extended camera area that still maintains the triangle layout but stretches across for balance and symmetry. Apple seems to be testing out both. Flexed biceps titanium or aluminum. The build debate. While titanium gave the iPhone 16 Pro Max a premium and durable feel, there's talk Apple might consider switching to aluminum for cost-effectiveness. That said, the titanium branding was heavily marketed. Would Apple really abandon it that quickly? We doubt it, but it's something worth watching closely. Mobile phone display. Same size, better everything. The iPhone 17 Pro Max is likely sticking with its massive 6.9-inch display. But this time, the tech under the glass is evolving. Rumors point to Apple integrating low dielectric constant T material, which could reduce screen thickness, improve durability, boost battery efficiency. That's not all. A more compact dynamic island could be coming, meaning even more usable display real estate, great for gamers, binge watchers, and multitaskers. And while the phone itself might get slightly thicker, possibly 8.725 millimeters, that added girth is rumored to house an even bigger battery, something fans will absolutely welcome. Artist palette colors, going green and teal again? Apple may be expanding its Pro color palette with teal titanium, green titanium, and a darker forest titanium. These shades would complement the more subdued tones seen in the iPhone 16 series, like natural and desert titanium. Historically, Apple plays it safe with Pro finishes, but these color leaks, if real, could signal fresh, slightly more expressive direction. Brain A19 Pro chip, the brain behind it all, powering the iPhone 17 Pro Max, will likely be the next-gen A19 Pro chip, potentially built on a refined 3 nanometers process. Originally rumored to debut with 2 nanometers architecture, more recent leaks suggest Apple will stick to TSMC's more mature 3 nanometers design. Even so, we're expecting serious performance upgrades, lower power consumption, higher efficiency, better thermals. And speaking of thermals, brained 12 gigabytes RAM made for AI. iPhones have never needed as much RAM as Android devices, but with the rise of on-device AI, that's changing. The iPhone 17 Pro Max is expected to leap to 12 gigabytes of RAM, up from 8 gigabytes in the 16 Pro Max. This extra memory should massively benefit real-time Siri enhancements, machine learning-based photography, new Apple Intelligence tools, seamless multitasking. Apple is clearly preparing for an AI-heavy future, and the 17 Pro Max will likely be the ultimate showcase. Camera with flash cameras, a 48MP zoom revolution? The iPhone 16 Pro Max impressed with its 48MP main sensor and ultra-wide lens, but the 17 Pro Max? It could go even further with a 48MP telephoto lens, finally bringing parity across the Pro camera trio. Zoom and variable aperture. We're hearing whispers that Apple could increase the zoom capabilities, possibly pushing past the current 5x optical zoom. Even more exciting is the variable aperture rumor, which would allow users to control depth of field more precisely, a dream for portrait and macro photography lovers. New AI-assisted focus modes. And if that wasn't enough, Selfie front camera upgrade, double the detail. Finally, a front camera update worth celebrating. Apple may double the resolution of its true depth camera from 12MP to 24MP on the iPhone 17 Pro Max. Expect sharper selfies, cleaner FaceTime calls, better AR tracking, enhanced Face ID speed. This also ties into Apple's rumored push into spatial computing and Vision Pro integration. Battery, and charging, ready for power users. The iPhone 16 Pro Max already dominates our battery tests, lasting an insane 17 hours and 35 minutes in web browsing tests. If Apple is increasing the thickness on the 17 Pro Max to house a larger battery, we could be looking at a new battery life king. But the real demand from users? Faster charging. While the iPhone 16 Pro Max is stuck at 30W wired charging, its competitors are sprinting ahead with 65W and beyond. Expect Apple to increase charging speeds this year, though no confirmed wattage is out yet. However, there's an unexpected twist. Apple is reportedly working on a new iPhone 17 Ultra or iPhone 17 Air. If true, this new tier may absorb the price hike, keeping the 17 Pro Max around its current tag. Tear off calendar release date. When to expect it? Apple's rhythm doesn't change often. Unless there's a major shakeup, the iPhone 17 Pro Max should launch in September 2025, alongside the rest of the iPhone 17 lineup. Expect pre-orders shortly after the keynote, followed by a release roughly a week later. Thinking Face final thoughts. Should you wait for iPhone 17 Pro Max? If you already have the iPhone 16 Pro Max, you're probably in a great spot. But if you're considering upgrading this year or skipping the 16 entirely, the iPhone 17 Pro Max might be the most exciting iPhone in years. From AI upgrades to a new camera layout, faster internals, and possibly even faster charging, it checks almost every box Apple fans have been asking for. Stay locked to Technology Review for all the latest iPhone 17 leaks, hands-on analysis, and eventual reviews. It's shaping up to be a flagship battle royale, and we'll be right here to break it all down.